Satellite images of Chinese naval vessels near Taiwan Strait. Taiwanese fighter jets scrambling, headlines flashing, tensions spike, US response, Beijing shows force. Tensions in the Taiwan Strait are at their highest level in years. Beijing are dramatically ramped up its military presence near Taiwan, and now the United States is responding. What happens next could shape the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Chinese warship missiles drills, military footage of PLA. Over the past 72 hours, Chinese People's Liberation Army has launched large-scale naval exercises around Taiwan, deploying dozens of warships, drones, and fighter jets. Beijing claims it's responding to what it calls provocations by Taiwan and its allies, including recent visits by US lawmakers and arms sales approach by Washington. PLA spokesperson said that these drills are a necessary warning. Taiwan independence means war. Map showing Taiwan Strait, Chinese naval encirclement maneuvers. Analysts say China is practicing a blockade simulation, cutting Taiwan off from air and sea access. The exercises have come dangerously close to Taiwanese territorial waters. Taiwanese military on alert, radar roams inland, says President speaking. In response, Taiwan has scrambled fighter jets, activate missile defense system, and placed its military on high alert. President Lai Ching-te, who took office earlier this year, has vowed to defend the island's democracy. Chinese President clip of quote is Taiwan will not back down, we will not surrender to threats. Pentagon briefing rooms, US Navy ships in Pacific, map of US carrier groups. The United States, bound by the Taiwan Relation Act, is making its position clear. The Pentagon has deployed 2 aircraft carrier strike groups to the Western Pacific and conducted joint drills with Japan and the Philippines. US officials are also warning Beijing directly. US Secretary of Defense said that let there be no mistake. Any attempt to unilaterally change the status quo in the Taiwan Strait will not be tolerated. US and Chinese diplomats meetings, tense exchange at UN. Diplomatic back channels are active, but progress is limited. Chinese state media accuse the US of militarizing the region, while US officials say Beijing is intentionally escalating to test Western resolve. Wall Street triggers shipping lanes, semiconductors. The stakes are not just military. Taiwan is the world's leading producer of advanced semiconductors, and any disruption to its economy could retail global markets, supply chains, and tech industries worldwide. Protests in Taipei, US release supporting Taiwan interviews with citizens. Public opinion on the island remains defiant but anxious. Taiwanese Chinese are preparing for possible cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and long-term uncertainty. White House G7 leaders meeting, NATO discussion. Global allies are watching closely. The G7 and NATO has issued statements backing Taiwan's security and condemning Chinese aggression, but few nations are willing to commit to direct military involvement, underscoring just how fragile the situation has become. Satellite image of Taiwan Strait at night, fighter jets in silhouette, headlines Flashpoint, Chinese tension unresolved. The Taiwan Strait is a flashpoint as the military buildups intensify, the risk of a miscalculation or an accidental conflict grows. For now, the world waits and hopes diplomacy prevails. Developing story, tensions continue. We will keep you updated on the unfolding story.